Hello students of class 8, welcome to our English period. We are discussing the poem The Plate of Gold. We are on page number 58 and you can see the screen in front of you. And now the second year had almost passed, but still the plate of gold by whomsoever touched was turned to lead. So now another year also passed, but still the plate of gold, whoever tried to touch the plate of gold turned to the basest metal, that was lead. At length there came a simple peasant. At length means from a very far away place there came a simple peasant. A simple peasant means a poor farmer. So he came there, where at the temple of Benares, not aware of that strange contest for the gift of God. Was he aware about the plate of gold? Probably no. Definitely no. Why? Because he did not belong to the city of Benares. He came from a very far away city where the announcement of the plate of gold was not made. So he was completely ignorant about the plate of gold. And why was he there? He had come there to pay a vow within the temple. He had come there to make a vow, within the temple. As he passed along the line of shriveled beggars, shriveled, you can see the meaning to the next hand side. It is dried up and wrinkled. Fine. So as he passed along the line of shriveled beggars, all his soul was moved within him to sweet pity, and the tears welled up and trembled in his eyes. So as he was trying to enter the main temple, that is the sanctum of the temple, he had to pass a long line of shriveled beggars, and when he saw them in such a disparity, his heart was moved. He felt utmost pain, and he literally had tears in his eyes. Now, by the temple gate there lay a poor, sore creature, blind and shunned by all. Shunned is avoided and rejected. So, at the temple gate, he saw, his attention was caught by a beggar. How was he? He was different than the other beggars. He was in a very miserable condition, even miserable than the other beggars. So how was he? He was poor and he was blind. He was completely ignored by everybody. But he came there. Who? The peasant came there. So let us read further. But when the peasant came and saw the sightless face and trembling, maimed hands, he could not pass, but knelt and took both palms in his and softly said. So when he saw this poor blind beggar, the peasant could not go and enter the sanctum of the temple. Rather, what he did, he felt very, very bad for the blind beggar. He knelt, he fell down on his knees, and he took both his hands in his hands, and then he softly spoke some words to the beggar. Let us read what those words were. "O thou, my brother," thou means you. Thou is an archaic English word. So it means an old English fashioned word. "O thou, my brother, bear thy troubles bravely. God is good." Then he arose and walked straightway across the court and entered where they wrangled of their deeds of love before the priest. So before entering the sanctum, what did the poor peasant or the simple peasant do? He took both the hands of the blind beggar in his hands and he just prayed. He just spoke some comforting words to the blind beggar. What he said was that please be brave. Why? Why? Because God is good. He will show his mercy on you someday. So please be patient till then. Then he arose and walked straight away. And then after speaking all these comforting words to the beggar, he then entered the temple. And there when he entered the temple, what did the peasant see? He saw that there were many other people who were talking, not just talking about the mercy, about the kind deeds that they tried to do to help the society, but it was rather an argument, with the priest. They were trying to convince the priest there with their acts. A while he listened sadly, then had turned away, but something moved the priest who held the plate of gold to beckon to the peasant. Beckon is to call. So then he sadly looked at all that was going on in the temple. He did not like. Why would anybody even go there to claim for the plate of gold? Why? Isn't it? And that too with an argument. And so he sadly was he was very sad. After taking the blessings from the shrine, he was about to make a move from there. And then immediately a priest caught his attention. The priest who was holding the plate of gold gave a call to him. And then let us see what he did. So he came, not understanding, and obeyed, and stretched his hand and took the sacred vessel. Look at this word. It is sacred. Sacred means holy. Sacred vessel. Which was the sacred vessel he was talking about? The plate of gold. Fine. So then the priest of the temple went to the simple peasant and he asked him to take the plate of gold. Lo, it shone with thrice its former luster. Luster means shine. And the moment the simple peasant took the plate of gold in his hands, the plate of gold shone thrice its shine. Okay, the plate of gold shone thrice its luster or thrice its shine. And this amazed everybody over there. Son, cried the priest. Cried is to say that or speak happily, loudly. Son, cried the priest, rejoice, the gift of God is thine. Thine means yours. Thou lovest best. And all made answers, it is well. And one by one departed. But the peasant knelt and prayed, bowing his head above the golden plate, while over his soul, like morning, streamed the love of God. So finally, who owned the plate of gold? It was the simple peasant who owned it. Did he give gold coins in charity to the poor people, to the beggars? No. Then how did he get the gift from the heaven? It was only because he really felt pained after seeing the poor people, after seeing the beggars which were there outside the temple. Yes, and also he found himself in distress when he saw the blind beggar, and he spoke few comforting words. He gave him some kind of motivation, some kind of spirit, so that he bravely endures that phase of poverty and waits till God shows mercy on him. Fine. So only because of the pain that his heart felt, and only because of those kind comforting words, he became closest to the God. God loved him the most, and that is why he was the righteous person to own the plate of gold. So this was the explanation of the poem The Plate of Gold, written by James Hunt. Now after this, your assignment is to write down the summary of this entire poem. I give you a time of 2 days, today and tomorrow. By Friday evening, I must see the appreciation on your Google Classroom. See you in the next session with the question answers. Till then, goodbye. Thank you.